Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Welcome back to Tran Wins Baldur's Gate 3. We are going to embark on another side quest, and I think it'll probably be the last series of side quests before we hit the Goblin Fortress. At least I think this is a side quest.
A vessel wobbles on the lake's murky waters.
We'll sail into the darkness. While we can continue with the main quest from here, this is more territory within this first zone. And I want to save the Goblin Fortress for the last thing we do.
You! What are you doing on Gek's raft? Where's Gek? Who are you?
All right, a couple of things. First, selecting attack, or even this button here, as far as I know, doesn't actually confer you any advantages. I feel like you should get a sort of first strike bonus here. Secondly, I would say out of the 20 times I've had to load this scene to experiment with the different options, the very first time we arrived here, we actually had a trade button. This guy, if we keep him alive, does become a trader, but in a rare case, how looting is handled, if we kill him, we do get his most important trade goods. We actually will kill him. There is an inspiration for Astarion if you don't kill this guy, and you also continue to be peaceable at your destination. But that is exclusive or contrary, I don't know what's the right word here, to Lae'zel's inspiration of fighting these guys on the boat. So you can only have one or the other. If you pick this one, I mean, this is a freebie, you don't have to roll for anything, but if you have acquired the boots, they don't even need to be on your person, like in your inventory. If you've acquired the boots, you can pretty much just get by without a fight. He doesn't have a parasite, but we'll go and pick it.
Your parasite stares briefly, then goes still. The Dwegar is not infected.
If you push him into the water, you cannot loot him. So I don't suggest you do this. However, there's two things. One, the athletics animation of us on a successful roll is weak sauce. It's just like a regular push. There's no oomph there. Two, if you fail, all it does is the same thing as attack. The bad guy will say, "Get him, lads," or whatever. If you're playing along, doubtful by this point, I'm a very slow player because I go through all the options. If you're playing along, do not pick this one if you want loot. This guy actually has loot, but for the sake of the video, we'll give this a shot. Okay.
Get him, fellas.
All right. The enemy is very happy to knock you into the water. I'm going to go and tell you right now, don't knock this one into the water. And where's Herc? Okay. And don't knock Herc into the water if you care about getting a Great Club +1. Everything else that they have is common stuff. If you want to just start pushing people in the water, knowing that you won't miss out on any loot, there you go. Now they can actually push you through these fins as well, so that's not a wall for you. Out of the fights that we are doing this episode, this will be one of the harder fights. Because there's 6 enemies. Again, it's the whole party member limitation business. I just think it's ludicrous. Now, if you do have the mod that allows you to have more than 4 party members, it is bugged for the the purposes of this boat ride because the mod itself doesn't allocate spawn locations for your characters.
Another fight. Let's go.
Let's get Divine Smite. We will not react. He's just getting mauled there. And yeah.
Now's no time to die. You must get up.
Okay, I like that a lot. I hope that this is the footage we use. Glyph of Warding. It doesn't have to be some sort of mine. You can just plant it right under the enemy. However, the great thing about it is that you can just make it cast the sleep spell. The enemy does have to make it roll for a save, but otherwise it's actually very powerful. I don't know what to do right now. It's fun. That was so funny. Why don't we see that this is an action, so we open up this bag. Where's my haste potions? He's almost dead. All right, let's try killing him first. 56%. We'll go with magic missile. This is each one is 2 to 5. So we'll assume 3 bolts. We'll do 4 bolts. It's fine. There we go. I want to make sure that he goes away. We'll go and have him do a Bana.
I'm fading fast. I must heal.
And when you've been hit with an arrow of fire, I've seen consistently that you get less damage just staying put. Maybe it's because the game treats the area under your character as blood. I don't know, but running through it will inflict more fire damage. Just stay put. Oh, poor Tran. He's having a hard time right now.
That's it.
Now's no time to die. You must get up.
I want to try this. Nice! Oh, he didn't even cast because I was busy moving these things around during the animation? That's late. I didn't see that one. Normally he throws out his very first move. I'm surprised that was still in his pocket at this point.
My little trick. Knees high.
Tran, good work there. Let's not forget the axe.
No time to rest.
And wait, he has to finish his animation and get up before doing anything. So yeah, this is the kind of loot you can expect on the enemies. Maybe a bit of food, some arrows that they didn't finish using on you. Here are the 3 items that you can expect in this dude's store. Corsair Greymon's Bow of Banshee. On a hit, possibly inflict fright. Gain a 1d4 bonus to attack and damage against frightened creatures. This, I think, seems like it would be a great tool to put on Tran, because Tran can inflict frightened when he critical hits. So if an enemy is frightened, I will get an additional 1d4 attack and damage. This one sounds like a cool ability. Colossal Onslaught. Channel your meddlesome strength and strike all creatures in a line. And this is just an okay item. It does an extra 1d4 radiant damage. It also has its own light ability, so it could maybe help you when dealing with stealth or invisibility. But we're not done here. That's just stuff that you could buy if you were to be peaceable. But there is one other thing. On the enemy ship, there is an unlocked chest with another magic item, the Intransigent Hammer. You knock nearby foes prone after killing a hostile target or landing on a critical hit. This is a versatile warhammer, so if I were to do a critical hit inflicting frightened, maybe I could try combining some of these. Let's see here. Yeah, so I might equip, say, the Bow of the Banshee, and then the Intransigent Warhammer. I mean, then maybe like a shield or something, but that's the thought. Maybe we'll just stay with the Warhammer itself in 2 hands, in fact. Do 1d10 damage. His elixir of strength ran out because he died multiple times during that battle. Let's see, that'd be this one. Drink up, and you get it back. But you've lost all your other buffs, such as Warding Bond, Aid. That's fine. We can put those on again later.
What's inside?
Now, there's nothing else that you can do with the boat that I think of. You can't, say, set the boat on fire, load it with charges or anything. It's just there.
These boots have seen everything.
When you're done with it, you will click on this.
The craft is ready to sail.
At this point, we can return back to where we came from if we don't want to start a timer, or maybe change our characters or whatever. We're going to go and continue our journey. And so this is what the world looks like if it hasn't loaded properly. It's a unique view, so I think we'll keep this footage right here. Everywhere else, you see normal water. But with this channel, you can actually see how the game is made. So in this case, maybe it's like watching how hot dogs are made.
Weapon at ready, lass. Company's calling.
What do we got here? Dead hoon walking, seems like. Got any reason I shouldn't sever your head and toss it to the Rothé?
Not in the mood for another fight, believe it or not. Can we play nice?
None of these options actually seem to matter. Even if you say you'll be severing, it just basically leads to this next dialogue. I am a true soul, and you will treat me with respect.
That's so.
You feel the slightest of stirrings in your head. The Duergar is not infected, yet your minds resonate.
I'll be. You ain't shitting. Felt the tingle. In that case, let's talk business. Your twat's old friend Nere caused a rockfall, trapped tighter than a hornet's arse.
Couple of known slaves stuck with him too. Little bastards.
You absolute shaggers owe us a crapload of coin. You want through? Make a donation.
Did you say you keep slaves here?
Deep gnomes mostly. Easy to feed. Fat thumbs for digging.
That a problem for you?
Not a problem in the slightest.
Good. Now cough up the coin. I got shit to do.
I'll take your head before you take my gold.
Unclog your hole. Just shitting around. But I'm warning you, that twat soul ain't settled up soon. There'll be hell to pay for the lot of you cult buggers.
Free the drow, take his head, get out of here in one piece. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Don't forget the gnomes. I'm not leaving them with their captors.
Karlach, I'm glad that the Dwegar are not listening to you. Well, I guess they wouldn't really care if we attacked Nere.
Should mind my step.
One thing to note is if you were to go back to camp, you can leave this area one time before you fail the mission to rescue Nere. If you decide that you actually want to rescue him. Going to your camp counts as one, or warping outside this area counts as another. Now, you can just leave one person behind and then go to your camp or go wherever you need to, and it should still work, just like we had experimented with in Joaquin's Rest.
What's a fort like this doing in the Underdark?
Whoever built it, they've let it rot for ages.
Just waiting for all the dialogue.
How peculiar. Smooth face, cobbled edges. They're a sign. They must be. A sun dweller in these parts. Look here, my topside friend. I need fresh eyes, and I doubt I'll find fresher.
What are you doing exactly?
Peering into cracks and crevices in hope to find history's morsels. I have come up regrettably short. I hope you might see truths where I cannot.
A friendly welcome, a rarity in the Underdark.
As rare as a smile in Sindelrin, you might say. But I've no skill for slaving. I prefer chisel to cane. But these learned eyes reach their limits, and so I must humbly request yours.
Fine. What should I be looking at?
The rock, the rubble, all of it, if I may be so bold. Take a look. Tell me what you see, and be thorough.
If you succeed, he gives you this infernal iron for free. But you have to pass all 3 checks. Most importantly, we get an inspiration. First, we'll assess the statue for technique and composition. I am so good at dice rolls.
The statue's meandering curves and golden edges stand out against the weathered masonry behind it. 2 styles, 2 eras. The statue was carved from newer stone and erected by latecomers to this ancient fortress.
Anything standing out?
Hold your horses. Now I need to examine this fallen rubble.
Boulders and stone bricks of various sizes clutter the corridor, many split cleanly in 2. Yet some walls remain fully intact. No quake brought these rocks down. They were smashed through in an instant. Something big charged through here. Something very big.
What do you think?
I think I need to survey the area for unseen curiosities.
Several glassy stones stand out in the debris. Their borders are coated with tiny yellow crystals. The hottest of flames smoothed the stone and left sulfuric crystals behind. The fires of the hells have touched Grym Forge.
I am ready to report my observations.
Incredible. An entire history risen from dirt and debris. Picture it. An ancient city, hewn from the stone by disciples of Shah, later abandoned. Untold centuries later, a new tribe revives it. Fresh walls, fresh sculptures, until a great hell beast charges through, toppling the walls and crushing the people. That explains the infernal plate I found. Perhaps you might have use of it. But my work has only begun. There is more still to find. I must get to it.
I would like to trade.
Well, let's see what you've got.
He just has some bunch of scrolls, nothing unique, but good stuff all the same.
That's all then.
Even on this plane, history is carved in stone and burned in brick.
The most interesting secrets are always lurking just under the surface.
Hold on a bit, my family just got home. I'll see you in about 3 hours. Alright, 3 hours later, we're back.
Inhabitants were drow-sized at least.
Best be on my way.
We can talk to these with an animal speak potion. That'd be this one right here.
Tired. Sleep.
Rest, little one, but do not take long. I feel his shadow. I heard his name whispered. The rock shivers from the sound. The Ketheric Thorm.
The name means little to you, yet your heart pulses to its rhythm. Thor. Thor.
You fear this Ketheric Thor. Who is he?
Mighty elf, cloaked in darkness. 10 masters ago, and 10 more. But I remember. There was the work, and the blood. There was the Thorm's army. There was the hell beast that broke them. The Ketheric Thorm's name faded into stone until the Nere came.
Impressive memory. How old are you exactly?
I outlived my mother, and her mother's mother, and many mothers beyond. Blessed to see many live, cursed to see many die.
What kind of hell beast could have destroyed Ketheric's army?
I saw tusks and flesh, smelled fire and eggs. It came with the masked men, crashing and smashing.
That was a long time ago. What does Nere have to do with Ketheric?
I know not, so I say not. Yet I hear his name again, said by the shadows.
We will check out these corpses later when we get a different party member. There's a chest over here, but there's nothing really that important in it. There's a lot of jankiness when it comes to cameras in this game. Realistically, it's not limited to this game. It's not me trying to talk smack or anything. For example, if I was to try to click now, it would try to hug this wall. Even if I'm clicking over here, it would make my characters run back into this wall. I mention this because our characters right now are trying to descend these plateaus, and if I'm not careful, they'll try to run all the way back up.
Trap. Be cautious.
I don't know how people don't realize how when you use up disarm kits and lockpicks, it's only when you break them. It's only when you fail at this. If I failed at this and I used an inspiration, that's not an actual failure of the check, so I'm not going to break it. In this case, I didn't break it. Same thing for lockpicking. So I had 3 trap disarm kits before, and I have 2 thieves tools on me. Now I should have 1 thief tool on me. It'll take a second to update, but realistically it does indicate that I have just the one right here. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit continue. So we have one thief tool. But alright. Inside we find the real Sparky Sparkswall. This gives me lightning aura, which allows me to consume 3 charges to release a blast of 1d6 lightning damage. So that's gonna go on to Gale.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Of course you can get there. Like, the AI obviously knows how to pathfind to me by jumping.
Need to find a way forward.
Maybe they're hungry. Could fetch him some moss.
Shove moss in your own gob and stay quiet. They've been fed plenty. You, grab a cane and whip these droognin beasts into shape. That rubble needs clearing, and my patience is hanging on by an arse whisker. Shouldn't be trouble for a brute like you.
A brute, is that what you see?
Sure as shitting. That orc blood makes you damn near feral. There's no denying the blood call, and there's no shame in it. Now go on, brute, and get these beasts moving.
What's behind the rubble?
You got no need to know, and I got no need to tell. So get to caning or to leaving.
Examine the rubble for anything unusual.
A slight glint catches your eye.
Focus on the glint. Of course. This means I literally rolled a 2 here.
The glint fades before your eye finds its source.
You want my help, then you will tell me what's back there.
Fine. Look at this. Adamantine. Stuff's no joke. Stronger than steel, rarer than mithril. It ain't mined. It's made. There's an Adamantine Forge back there, sure as shitting. Don't get any smart ideas. That forge is clan property. But get the beasts moving and I'll toss some coin your way.
I'll see what I can do.
Go on then. Light a fire under the buggers.
So yeah, he's lying. If you clear the rubble, he will then turn on you, but the Roth will still help you as long as they were not pissed off by you.
No more. No more pain, no more work. All must die.
What has you in such a state?
Old death. Fire. I can smell it. It is too much. Too much. Anger. I can't hold it in.
Give in to your rage and avenge your pain. Don't strike us all, just your masters. In the name of vengeance. Critical success.
Yes. They made the pain. Now they feel it.
Bloody Rothé have lost it. Put them down, and the shard
Come on, game. Anytime now. I'm going to push him just, I don't know, it seems like such a waste because I want to push him the other way. How about we go and try that? One. Why do you tell me target's blocked? I hope nothing is blocked. 2 and 3. Good job, Gale. So I have discovered or created a new technique how to break stuff. Normally, I wouldn't be able to do enough damage to this, but for whatever reason, Tavern Brawler is its own source of damage. If you take a look, I did specifically 5 damage from Tavern Brawler because of my strength modifier. However, keep in mind that I'm not necessarily doing a 10 damage roll. Tavern Brawler by itself is just 5. This source of damage would have to be 15 in order for me to do that. So I can actually break super chests, heavily reinforced chests, by throwing a javelin at them repeatedly. It doesn't have to be a javelin, it could be anything. But that's not the way we will do it. I'll just do it a little bit more normally and a little bit less insanity inducing.
Dwergar can't hurt anymore. We'll wait until it's safe to leave.
Do me a favor, smash through the rubble before you go.
You helped me. I helped you.
Trying to see if there's actually any adamantine or anything back here, but not really. In this pouch, we will find some adamantine slag, which I yet haven't found a use for, if any.
Are those specks of adamantine in this slag?
These skeletons pretty much have nothing on them. There will be 3 skeletons that are not marked that I will go and tell you about when we get there. First one should be in the battlements. That should give me something like an iron key or something. There should also be a scroll of invisibility right here.
I've spotted a trap. Move with purpose.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Maybe it's that skeleton? I check this one.
Let's move. Step carefully. There's a trap. Be wary. This place is trapped.
Did it run past the skeleton? Because I was looking at a skeleton earlier. Was it maybe that one? Yeah, I guess I must spin that one near the door. No, it can't be. One of these bodies has a key on it. I just wish it was better listed. I'm pretty sure it's not the one right next to the bar. Not that the key even works on the bar. For me to open this, you can't lockpick it. Lockpicking impossible. But I can throw javelins at it until it breaks open. There's also a lever on the other side. But I'm actually just looking for the key. Where is it? I thought there was a corpse along the way. It is right here. Iron key. Put on Karlach for now. Because if I put it on Tran and Tran opens the door, we never actually know which key got used. It's not as vocal. At this point, we actually need to bring the rest of our crew over. However, they're not smart enough to jump over the traps themselves. While you might normally disarm them, none of these characters is actually a rogue. Lae'zel disarmed the last one just because she used her Githyanki Astro Knowledge ability into Dexterity, giving her proficiency in Sleight of Hand. But it's not like she has the natural Dexterity to really pull that off. It's like a, what, she's got like a total +5 right now? +6. Which is not bad.
Take heed. I see a trap.
The one on the left adjusts height. The one on the right adjusts distance.
Indolence breeds madness.
I was meshing. Okay, I was trying to select Tran. The game really does not like you having more than one character under control. So this is the iron key to the dormitory. But we're gonna take a look to the left first, just to find some clues so that something had happened. Though I don't think it's that useful. It is there. And maybe people know more than I do about what these clues pertain to. As far as I know, this probably just suggests that there's a gnome who escaped, and we do encounter her later, and she does have some loot we want.
Foot tracks. Someone left their mark.
Blooded tracks. Quite small, too. A gnome found some trouble here.
I mean, all these tracks, they look like they're leading to this cliff? I don't know. I have no idea what it's really trying to suggest to me. If this is supposed to be some sort of environmental storytelling, I'm missing the point. I do know about a gnome who doesn't really need our rescuing. She, in fact, threatens us when we arrive. That's the only thing I can think this is related to. We already went down that entire battlement. We didn't open the final door though. Let me send Karlach over there real fast. Here we are at the wrought iron gate. It has medium toughness, which means I need to do at least 22 damage per attack to open it. Or I can just throw... Well, this is the Monster Slayer glaive that I had equipped to jump over here, but we'll go and swap that back to her returning pike. Then we'll toss that. And you'll see that we end up doing 5 Tavern Brawler damage. Now there is a lever on the other side. Gale might be able to do something like Mage Hand over there, but he doesn't jump nearly as well as our strength-based characters. So I might as well just do it this way. Inside, let's take a look at everything. We have a bag of rotten food that you can interact with, but I've never noticed anything happening when I click on it. An Idol of Shar.
That's Shar, right? May want to have a look.
We have the Protecty Sparkswall, which is a rare clothing, meaning this does not need light armor proficiency, so we'll probably throw this on Gale, since he doesn't really cast poison-based spells. It gives us +1 bonus to spell save DC, and we get a +1 armor class and saving throw as long as he's got lightning charges, so we'll put that on him. And a bunch of other interesting knickknacks, but nothing that vital. It's good, it's just, you know, easily solved by hitting the take all button. Let's go and return back to the group. Down here is just some knickknacks, nothing that I remember being important, not even in that heavy chest. Let's head on inside the dormitory. There are 3 corpses in here you'd want to search. If I hold Alt, I'm holding it right now, nothing actually shows up listed, but there is a couple skeletons. This one's actually specially named, so you're more likely to look at it. It's got a Harper key and an undelivered letter. I don't really know if the undelivered letter is that important to read, so I will go and show it here. You can pause if you'd like to read it, but the keyword is Lux Splenda.
What was that watchword? Lux. Give a light spell a try. That should get us into that chest.
I don't know what chest he's talking about, but sure, I'll cast light. Cast it on your body. I don't know if there's supposed to be a chest that I see somewhere and I cast it on that. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. I see no chest. This is a granite bench. This is a mirror that I can't interact with. And yeah, I'm still holding Alt this whole time. Nice tasty scrolls. I'll look at the note again real fast. Maybe it talks about a chest in it, but I don't recall there being anything about a chest. Chest is trapped, okay? Maybe he's talking about the Harper chest, but I don't recall anything special about that either, other than the guardians of it.
With haste.
The next skeleton you want to search is this one that is hanging above the stairway. It has a tarnished silver key. That opens this door right here. And finally, on this, what I call the crushed skeleton, there is a shield mold. Grab that. I'll put on Tran.
A steel mold, used in forges to cast armor and weapons.
Let me think here. I don't think there's really any nice way to do this. We can see some hostiles inside. I have no idea how they've been alive in this room for all this time, but okay. Anytime now. These guys are Maragons, and there is a devil mask here, as well as one where we found the pouch of adamantine slag. So I'll run back and grab that real fast, but by the time I realized I missed it, I didn't have a good way to edit that in. This guy, when you hit him, will set you on fire. Since we're already burning, I suppose it wouldn't be too bad to be hit again by it.
May the dice roll in my favor.
Time to strike.
Was that a miss? You want to tell me what happened as a result of that attack? It's a miss. Okay, thank you.
Heading out.
Nice hit. Sometimes if I hit the throw button too soon after previous action, it doesn't have a properly listed command. That's the burn damage, residual. Here we have a double foil mask.
Curious mask. What's it doing here?
A Maragon Hell.
This belonged to a Merrigan, one of Hell's foot soldiers.
Thank you, game. A Maragon Halberd, which you'll find two more. At least two more anyways. There's an ochre jelly, which I...
Quite exhausted. A good night's sleep would do me wonders.
Which maybe that means they've been eating that for... I mean, however long they've been here has had to have been long enough for webs that they never knocked it down just by living. I don't know. Skeletons, like bodies to have just completely decayed. I don't even know.
Another mask. I recognize this. Amerigon wore it. But they won't fight without a commander.
Find a rusted key and an old letter. The rusted key I think just slipped right into my keychain. I want that. Then we won't know. Because I want to have on video which key gets used on what door. So we have the old letter. Some Shar stuff. Signed Ketheric Thorn. Alright, I'll start at the top and I'll move a little slowly if you wanted to pause to read it. But it's a bunch of, I guess, very
well.
Bunch of zealotry. Nothing else. Oh, there's this chest right here. Didn't see that. I remember there was a chest in here. I just forgot to grab it on the way out. And that has the Firestoker. This is similar to the hand axe that we get from the early druid. The trader, Ulrich or whatever his name is, gives 1d4 piercing damage to burning targets. Now I have jumped down here. We can find the normal way to get down there later, but I have jumped down there. There's nothing spectacular, though I do like getting more scrolls. Moonhaven, I believe, is the name of the town that is next to the Emerald Grove. The war map offers a detailed plan to attack the village of Moonhaven, encouraging soldiers to kill in merciless silence. It's a very limericky, sing-songy plaque.
In the beginning came morning, then night. Two sisters clashed, one dark and one light.
Alright, I'll go and do this now, and if I get the dialogue, it's fine, but every practice I've done, and maybe I practiced about two times doing this, it's always been on the second body. This gives me a Dark Justiciar mask and a Scimitar mode. Let's go and get some people on this platform. To do that, I need to actually run somebody all the way back there. And I guess that's going to be the whole team, in fact. So, Lae'zel, you chill here for a bit. I have tried shooting at all these dwarves or Duergar or whatever they're called from up here, but they spot you just fine. I wonder if I can jump there from here. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, and there's one item I should get it while we're here. I skipped it because I was going to cover it when we hit the walkway, but there's a long sword mold here. I don't think there's anything on this corpse, right? Yeah, there's nothing. So we'll cruise down this middle walkway. It's another Justiciar corpse. There is a character that we know that might have some words about it. You can get a -5 with her if you play your cards wrong, and a +0 or equal 0 if you say the normal or positive thing. It looks like it's gonna hurt, yeah. I mean, I have Featherfall, but I'd like to see if that'll do fine. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the Mephit.
This thing looks more brittle than Zaztam's bones.
I could mage hand, but this is fine. I don't have the Mephit. In this save file, because I remember that the video I showed you where I found it, I loaded an old save to do it. Well, in this save file, when I go back there, I don't see the scroll. Maybe it fell through the world or what, but I do not have access to that scroll on this save. And I don't feel like playing, all those hours over again for that. He might be really good, but I don't think he's like 50 hours good.
One by one.
Lae'zel, could you actually make this jump? Bet you could with this. Alright, here's what we'll do. Put on those boots of Featherfall. Cast Featherfall on yourself. Then we're going to do Githyanki Psionics Jump. Thank you. That was totally unnecessary. There's a sigil up here that I could have easily just warped her to, but I thought that looked cooler. Actually, while she's like that,
An efficient path.
alright, that gives her kind of an edge on the enemy right there. Let's get everybody back down there. You have to featherfall us. I think I'll take damage otherwise. No, it's fine. Karlach. Anytime now, Karlach. Let me try walking away. There we go, thank you. Here's another mold. We'll put this on the main character. Keep track of them easily. Oh no. Because she was in the group at the time of the Shift C, that made her crouch and lose her action. So weak sauce. She's probably gonna get shoved to her death now. Maybe they'll never see her.
My knees are starting to ache.
Yeah, I was shift seeing these guys, but it should never, just say, the game should never include the person who's in combat as part of the shift C organization when you're highlighting a person who's not in combat. Just say it. Alright, what do we want to do here? Do I want to cast magic yet, or do I want to continue throwing cantrips out there? I don't think this battle is that serious. We have a much more serious battles later on, so we'll go ahead and just throw a regular spell out here.
What's cooking?
These guys don't have anything good. He's not dead, but it will take him a while to be of any consequence to our party.
Bit of caution never hurt.
What's this?
That one's gone. Wait, why isn't this one... did I miss every shot I sent at him? Fine. I don't think I did. Did I really? Gale did... that's Hellsbore. Tran missed animated armor. Gale missed animated... Yeah, I guess I did. Okay. Then I guess we'll throw at this one. Might have to climb down to do it, though. Yeah, that's okay, Gale. It gave you guys distance. What was it called again? Safe distancing or something?
time to waste.
Should be a big wall in the way. How about that? Well, this isn't the best angle, but it is the only angle I've got. Can I throw? I'd like to position myself at the edge here, game. Thank you. My turn. Good job, Lae'zel.
Another step forward.
We have how many of the molds now? 5. Good. I know where the last one is as well. I mean, I should know where all of them are, but I would hate to have missed one. Forge black, stairs straight there.
Centuries of blazing heat have smoothed away the plaque's inscription. Forge your blade in the fires and raise it in the mistress's name.
Alright, I guess I'll just go ahead and search the corpses. I mean, I don't want to keep having to pass up the bodies. Forge construction log. I'll let you pause if you want to read it, but basically it just says use magma. That's what it amounts to. So if our characters happen to talk upon looting this second body, so be it. I don't want to have to go through the whole map again just to find the corpses.
As you look at the skeletons, you realize they are all clad in the same dark armor.
No burial. Just slaughter. Damn.
Dark Justiciars. That's going to be Shar. She doesn't really have anything profound to say. She just says something. I don't even remember what she actually says about them. That's how inconsequential it is. You just have the opportunity to piss her off. Not even to earn brownie points with her. Bow down and inspect the corpses more closely. Actually, that's what she does. She identifies it for you. That's all she does. You don't get the history check. You just get the info.
Among the various fabrics, you recognize the unmistakable symbol of Shar, the Dark Lady.
Here, I'm going to just say this. If your character has been made informed that Shadowheart is a priestess of Shar, you should automatically be able to recognize the symbol of Shar from then on. Don't need to have a history check. That's like having to do an investigation check to figure out whether or not you're looking at your own name, okay? If you say Shar Worshipper is better off dead, you get -5 with Shadowheart. If you say either of these other two, you get nothing. Ominous. Let's not linger.
Yes, we should press forward. These dead have no more tales to tell.
We'll have a Dark Justiciar armor, which Gale can eat. So, by grabbing all of these, I'll probably never need to worry about feeding him any further. You'll find like 3 or 4 alone just by the first Rothé or Roth we found. Let's just show you what the animated armor actually has. That. What I'm looking for is Dark Justiciar loots. While obscured by shadow, the wearer gains +1 to saving throws when attacked. You can walk right through it, and I was kind of wondering what the AI would do, so I deliberately jumped over. Thankfully, the AI is smart enough to at least do that much. This is a monstrous heap of Mithril. I mean, that's surely enough to outfit my whole team. No, it's not. This is what I get. Oh yeah, and there's a very, very little down here. In my notes, because I only dug this chest up once, it was something like 3 gems and a scroll or something like that. Yeah, it was a longbow. So it was 2 alchemical. Yeah, whatever. The reason I write down what I get is I want to see if there's a, how do I phrase it? Kind of a template. Then eventually, if I were to loot that chest enough, which I don't really want to do that, I would be able to say, oh, this chest gives you 3 reagents, a weapon, and a scroll that is 3rd level or something. I don't want to, I mean... I'm really far behind in my content creation for this game. I am pushing as fast as I can while still offering a lot of information about everything we're doing. The way these stairs are positioned, if you try jumping much further than at the edges, you will suffer hit point damage. Here's another. We'll get like 30 more experience just getting closer to the forge, but here is another area, and why don't we go ahead and level up at this time, now that everybody has a level up. We'll only worry about showing you the main character. I can either go 3rd level Paladin or 4th level Warlock. If I become 3rd level Paladin, or Oathbreaker, I get the ability to control undead. I get to frighten nearby enemies at the expense of a Channel Oath charge, and control undead is also Channel Oath charge. I also get Hellish Rebuke. I mean, thanks game. And Inflict Wounds. Yeah, that's... We're gonna go with the 4th level of Warlock just so I can get a feat. Maybe great weapon. I guess we'll go with that, I suppose. I mean, we'll go all in on the critical hits. As for the additional cantrip, I guess we'll just do minor. We can also, I mean, Mage Hand maybe. Maybe Misty Step? I mean, probably not. Hold Person. Yeah, Hold Person is actually really good. My setup. And replace a spell. Do we want to replace Hellish Rebuke? Because we can easily get that as a Paladin. I think we go at least do that, because I'm probably not going to do Hellish Rebuke now that I can smite with those spell slots. I want to pick something that has an upcast. Not sure if Cloud of Daggers does. That's one of the reasons why I made my spell book. I made a spreadsheet of all the spells and what they upcast into. Alright. Well, I guess we'll start with Lae'zel, really. If I were to run there, I might be able to hit 2 of them. Apparently Gale was hit for 2 fire damage just because Lae'zel's walking on the style. I probably should have done this one. I gave her Great Weapon Master, but I didn't really look at this. Alright, well at least now she's clear to throw, it looks like. A little too close, but we'll toss anyways.
I don't fancy their chances.
Where's... Okay. It's not his turn, but I'm allowed to move him right now? I mean, sure. Mine, I just have no idea what's going on. I probably shouldn't be doing the all-in attack on him, but I just wanted to try because he had just gotten that level up. I don't know why he's allowed to move right now. I mean, I guess maybe at the ends of initiative you can do that. So that's a new round, I guess. Because I was surprised, I think the game doesn't even know how to handle it.
Good idea.
Because we've seen this many times where I've tried surprising the enemy and the game doesn't know how to handle it.
Open up.
Because now Tran is no longer able to move. So for some reason, I guess frosting that one made it Tran's turn and skipped the Mephits entirely, which is good. I like that. That's nice.
Assume nothing.
These guys each have an alchemy ingredient and maybe a gemstone. With enough of them, I can get an oil of combustion, which, I mean, sure. I've got so many alchemist flasks, though. Something like 70 alchemist flasks. Let's see what that actually is. Can I make one now? Probably not. Fine. Whatever, game.
On my way.
So the whole reason we moved over here was to get this Mithril Vein. Let's take a look at this Sharn registry real quick. Registry of proud followers recruited by her loyal paladin, Catrick Thorn. Shar has her own paladins. Then I should be able to have evil oaths. Oath of Vengeance may sound evil, but the oath itself, although I guess I don't have it anymore, talks about destroying evil. I should be allowed to have an evil oath. There's only 2 Mithril Ore that I know of, and 6 molds.
This must be the forge. What a feat of engineering it is.
There's some interactables here, but there's only one other platform to go on besides it. So we jump from this stairway. We'll head in this direction now, and then we'll have covered everything in this region of the Adamantine Forge.
The lava's erupting. Better watch my step.
This is probably a good time to do turn-based mode. But first we'll heal up a little bit.
Long way from Waterdeep.
Hitting the lava balloon with Ray of Frost still pops it, so you can't really get away from it. We'll wait until this next one bursts. Then we'll frost it, As soon as he's done, it locks an animation. Now we'll do turn-based and hop on over. Come on, I'm pretty sure when I clicked there was no damage listed.
What to do?
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
While I understand that it sometimes fluctuates between -1, -2, if it has no damage listed, it should absolutely be sure that I'm not going to take any. Alright, and then we're going to ungroup to make sure they're not milling about trying to fit behind her and in the turn-based. There are a couple other little aisles in the area. If I wanted another Maragon halberd, I could get one there. But the first one that I got isn't that impressive to begin with.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
We can hop over and check out this island, but since this guy's already showing up, we might as well work with this.
By the hells, a lava elemental. No wonder the lake's so volatile.
Actually, we'll let him pass. And then we'll do sneak attack as soon as he turns his back. I mean, it's not sneak attack damage. He's actually ignoring us, so this is not a nice thing to do. But I do list this playthrough as a neutral evil one. Alright, that one's about to blow up right under me as well.
Flackets will be done.
What's the story?
Alright, this actually shouldn't make him hostile to me. So if it doesn't, then we'll end... Why do I have no... Did pulling it out of the bag cost me an action? Okay, well, I was just surprised that he went flying. And took so much... I guess he didn't actually take damage. He just went flying. I threw that at him. Now he is wet. He'll take double damage from any code spells. Unfortunately, I'm not sneaking, so that's fine. Probably don't need to hamstring him. That didn't do that much damage. Oh no, that was Gale I had selected. Okay, I didn't change my character. I didn't hit F4 or anything. Last I knew, I was on Lae'zel. Alright, well, I had Jankiness help me when I was fighting the Mephit. I guess it's my turn to be hurt by the Jankiness. I should be able to do enough burst damage to take him down before he regenerates again at this point. As long as now that I realize that I'm on Gale. 75% chance to hit. That's not fantastic. I have a level 4 spell. While we're at it, where are my haste potions? Do I have any more glyph spells? I don't see any. I guess not. Do I seriously not have a glyph spell? Oh, here it is. It's just a much different color than I was expecting. Okay, the way the glyph... Okay, hold on. So I have to open that again. Hope this doesn't cost me an action. In order to use scrolls that require a variation, such as glyph spells, you actually have to put them in your hotbar. You can't actually cast it from your inventory or even from this container. I don't know why, but if I were to try to cast from the hotbar, it's going to stop and ask me what kind of variant do I want, but it hasn't changed anything to allow me to click on that kind of variant. I need to click down here, and now I can hit him with another cold blast. I know he can't cast anymore, but just because I think it's cool. Tran, I'm gonna hit him with a Ray of Frost. Where did it go? Here it is. Inspiration. The floor is lava. Now there no longer burst lava bubbles.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
As far as loot, just a couple of things, nothing major.
My eyes grow heavy. Best to make camp.
Moving ahead.
This is an interesting chest. I just wished it looked a little different. It has no hit point bar, so I probably couldn't bash it open. I will need to pick this. We're actually going to hold off on opening it anyways, because there is a dialogue inside, and we're going to hold off on doing that kind of stuff for now. There's another corpse back here. I don't recall there being anything major, but I guess we should really check. We'll send Karlach because she is fire resistant. She'll take less damage if she is touching the lava. I mean, she should really have an easy time hopping back, so it should be okay. Nope, not you. I can't cancel that. Fine. I 100% had clicked Karlach, but the game absolutely does not like me switching characters while somebody's doing anything. That includes finishing up their animation of a spell. Yeah, there was nothing there. Now she's just gonna hop back.
One true way.
And the way you might normally go is just hop all the way back. We will go and do that instead of warping. Gale, let's get you healed up. Man, you're going to be an addict. Okay, so this is the mighty Adamantine Forge, where all these clues have led us to. I'm going to go ahead and make a save here. You're expected to emerge from this side because it's where the stairs are, but this little furnace thing opened up. We toss in an ore. I have tried tossing in an adamantine slag, nothing happens.
Almost there. I just need to insert the mold. An opening in the metal. That mold should fit perfectly.
What we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make myself a shield. I figured that we may outlevel many of the things here, such as a longsword or a splint armor, because this is still, I would assume, the early part of the game. So I figure we're going to outlevel all of that stuff, but a shield is fairly useful.
trick all right, and down it goes.
Okay. So here we have a lava valve and a kind of a hint that things will be seeping out like a sewage pipe. Let's go ahead and turn this and see what happens. You can see him spawn because my computer's so slow. It's like you get behind the scenes Baldur's Gate footage. Big white box. Okay, I've never actually seen that cutscene because, as I pointed out earlier, when I do my little practice or note-taking runs, I just spacebar through everything because I know I'll see it later.
Can't even catch my breath.
Cloud of daggers, maybe not. So we'll start with shooting you. Oh, we can hamstring you. That didn't do anything. Prime target. You have drawn Grym's ire. Grym will attempt to attack this creature if possible. Okay, well that seems easy. So could I not just do something like this? You seriously won't run on this? Just run on this, or hop. Fine, game. Let's throw with her last. Let's take a look at his stats. So he takes some damage from slashing and piercing. He takes extra bludgeoning. Wow, double damage. Acid and thunder. Nothing from fire and lightning. Some from cold. Okay. So we will go and hit him with Ray of Frost, or try to. It's a miss. Tran move next. Do I want to smite him? He is using a hammer. That might actually help a lot. Let's smite him. I was gonna do the luck of the far realms there, but okay, game. I'm sure he's like none of those things. I can't dip in this lava. Oh, can I dip in Arsonist oil? I guess so. That's how you... Okay. I mean, that's fine. What exactly does that do again? Targets with immunity to fire are unaffected. It's fine. Okay. I was just messing around with stuff. I wasn't actually trying to use it as a strategic ability here. So now we'll throw. And miss. Come on, throw. And miss again. 280% and I still miss. Oh. Okay, well the lava just goes away. That works too. I'm not thrilled that I missed that though. Your prime target is Lae'zel. Your prime target is no longer Lae'zel. So I might want to disable... I might want to disable attacks of opportunity right now. Okay. Well, let me think here.
Death is but a word away.
I was thinking of saving Gale to use Magic Missile. This is fine. We'll go and pick up Tran. Make sure his bow is out so that he doesn't attack of opportunity. Do the same thing for Tran. You can Make sure your bow is out. Oh, you can actually move this turn or right now? Okay. Alright, Lae'zel, you're up. Okay, I hate it that the camera tries to zoom in back to wherever. Just if I can see stuff, don't zoom. Oh, okay, now I'm hitting that. I wasn't hitting that before. I was actually just missing those 80% before. Don't really need to do anything. I think we're good.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Not enough action? Okay.
I need healing.
Unfortunately, he is standing on safe ground, so I cannot lava him. Anything I should do right now? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I can't pull you. Target can't be pulled if it's huge in size, and I'm pretty sure... Oh, he's only large? Alright, well, it was worth a shot. Alright, now he's superheated, but that didn't go well for Lae'zel. Hopefully this doesn't hurt Lae'zel.
Creator, destroyer. Certainly.
Anything I need her to do? I guess she could just drink and throw a potion at her foot. That'll probably be plenty. Oh, she can throw 2 potions at her feet because it counts as an attack.
Covered.
Now, something that I kind of picked up on when I was doing the haste spores and the Underdark with Sovereign Glut is that the game timer for environmental stuff is different than your actual turn-based combat. This lava is supposed to last for 2 turns. But that can vary depending on how quickly you're in your turns. Oh yeah, because this effective transmitter is active right now, I have an advantage to hit this guy. Let's go and do it. Let me throw. Okay, yeah, I think we're fine there. Do I want to try for extra damage? I guess we could try.
My wounds are too much to bear.
Do I have any other spells I want to cast on him? I think this is fine.
Hop, hop. Victory awaits.
I want to hit the pillar or whatever this is.
This'll help.
Well, I kind of need my return. There we go.
Under their noses.
Okay, so I was a little too hasty ending my turn because he is not superheated right now. So I don't think I'm going to actually do any damage at this moment. Yeah, he's invincible to everything right now. I assume you are safe. This will use up an action. I hate that it does, but okay. Let's see if it does make him vulnerable to damage. It does. Okay, good. Now we can actually do something.
Swift and lethal. On the move.
No gloom, all doom.
You have to take the shot instead of throwing because it's going to hit that roof. That is a far range of Quake. How come I didn't oh, because I didn't kill any target. That's why.
I am fury. I am death.
Make sure she switches to her bow. Then in
My
turn.
turn. Handy.
I would like my pike back, please.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Okay, well, let me think here. He's still superheated, so we can still do something to him. We can miss. That's what we can do. Oh, I think she's hitting like the... Fine. Game. Seriously. Would like my pike back, please. Thank you. I don't think I have anything that was really something for this. Those double damage to constructs. I guess we could do that. If I hit it. Let's open up your pouch. Now, some of the stuff that I do as options is kind of a waste in certain regards, if not most. It's because otherwise we'll never use these items. Turn on the lava.
Swift and lethal.
Oh, what?
There must be a way.
Mine. The Guardian's fallen.
Why is she not? Oh, because she's lethargic. She's not moving out of the fire. I can't control her right now because she's lethargic. Okay, I didn't even see what achievement I get, but okay.
Toes, toes.
Never a dull moment.
We got the Grym Skull Helm. Attackers can't land critical hits on the wearer. Grants resistance to fire damage. And lets me cast the Hunter's Mark. Not like he ever cast Hunter's Mark on me. It's kind of an odd ability for him, but okay. Then we got the Adamantine Shield. Guild Artisan Art endures. Tran is inspired. Can find where it is. Oh, there. No, that's not it. Here it is. Adamantine Shield. +2 armor class. When a melee attack misses you, the attacker is sent reeling for 2 turns. Shield Bash. When a foe hits you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to knock it prone unless they succeed a dexterity saving throw. Attackers can't land critical hits on the wearer. Gale can absorb this item's magic, destroying it. Gale, you stay away from this. I will throw you into the furnace. Actually, I'm going to put this on Gale because he's the only shield user at the moment, but do not eat this, Gale. Can you resist? See what you look like with it. Now, we'll probably put it on Shadowheart because she's the other shield user, and I think since he's already wielding a couple Sparky things, maybe pairing him up with the real Sparky Sparkswall would be good. We have one more Mithril Ore. We need to eject our current mode. And we can put in another mold, and I'm 100%, I mean, there's 6 molds, so I have maybe like a 33% chance of not making people angry with my choices, but we're gonna go with the scimitar. Maybe I'll change my mind later. If you think it, okay, hold on. If you feel that I really should go back and redo this section and get a different item, let me know in the comments. I mean, as long as it's not too far back. Maybe if you post a comment in the same day that this video is released, there will be time for me to change what I've picked. That sounds good. I'm going to go with the scimitar because we might be able to dual wield with it as it is a light weapon. This will give me more flexibility as I progress through the game. I'm trying to think in advance here. Almost any way I choose to build my character when I go and reclass them, it's there available for me. Ideally, I would probably go with heavy armor and longsword, and that would only help me right here and now. And then those items will find their way into my lockbox, and they would not be able to help me out in the future. If I make something like, say, longsword, I'm expecting to have a character with a martial weapon ability, probably a two-handed ability, like great weapon fighting. And since this is a fairly early game item, I need it to be more versatile than I need it to be strong, because later on I'm going to find strong stuff for sure. So that's my thought process in this. Not sure how accurate it is. I should be able to take his body parts and do more with it. Like this could totally be a weapon. I mean, if you look at the crap I've picked up, say, I don't know, we'll say this short sword, right? 1d6. Are you telling me that this is not as good as a 1d6 weapon? Whatever this broken weapon, if you want to call it a broken weapon, is. Even his leg would probably do more than 1d6 damage. I'm not asking him to be a Uber item. I'm just saying, like, this seems like such a waste to just leave behind. Now we have an adamantine scimitar. It's probably going to go on Will. I don't have anybody else who's currently using something like scimitars. If an adamantine weapon hits an object, the hit is always critical. I'm assuming object is stuff like chests, walls, doors, not necessarily things like constructs. This weapon ignores resistance to slashing damage. And Gale can eat this item. Gale? Here, I'll pass it to you so you can look at it, but that's all you can do, right? You're not gonna eat this. Alright, how do I get out of here? Alright, so let's take a look at the map that we've accomplished so far, and I'm going to try to make this all one episode. We landed here, and then we walked up the stairs, turned around the bend, and looked at the rubble here. Then we talked to the Rothé, I guess that's what you call it here. Walked down this way, went down the cliffside, and opened this chest for the Sparky Sparkswall. Back up, there's some corpses that we'll search later. Has Dark Justiciar armor on it. And then we went around all this way. By the way, this is where we found the guys who were trying to cane the Rothé. Anyways, went through here, went all the way through all of these battlements or walls, through this middle platform, ended up in this giant region of the Ancient Forge, where we found the robots, got the Mithril Ore, went further in, and eventually landed here. So that's what we've accomplished so far. As a map, this thing leaves a lot to be desired because there's no height visuals here. There should be like a up down arrow. Whoop, I don't want to create a customer. Up or down arrow. Instead of trying to condense it all on one map, because this is almost meaningless to someone who hasn't done all of it. If you're looking at this and you've not played Baldur's Gate, this map is probably meaningless to you, but I try to show you so you have some context of how far we've approached. There's so much in the area that I haven't taken care of. I just sort of made a beeline through here because I don't want to keep switching my characters all the time if I can help it. Especially if I might not be able to do so successfully, because the game will count that as me abandoning the current timed quest. Okay, so that'll be the episode for the Adamantine Forge. I hope that I did things to your liking. I hope that I forged the right items. And if not, I'm sure I'll hear about it. Before we close out the episode, let me show you the couple things we ran past. From the start of this little area, there were these corpses that I said I was going to wait until we found Shadow Art, but decided that...
See that orb? A scrying eye. Someone's watching us.
Best to stay out of its way.
On these corpses, you'll find stuff like Dark Justiciar Mail, and more than one. Well, maybe a total of 2, but you will find at least more than one. And Gale can eat them. Okay, this one had a Dark Justiciar's journal. It says here, a thin diary smelling faintly of prayer smoke. I know it is forbidden to enter the Inquisitor's chambers, but I could not help myself. Has Master Ketheric not commanded us to use every possible tool to best Char's rivals? Besides, if Sybil meant to keep the amulet a secret, she would have hidden it better. The amulet has gifted me a power, an energy heretofore unknown to me. I've never known such might and such cheer. I can barely keep myself from smiling, much to the others' chagrin. And then laughter. It is done. Thank the Dark Lady. Sybil ripped the amulet from my throat and cast it into the lava, having found me racked by laughter. The madness has lifted, but I do not yet know my penance. Sybil is not known to take pity on thieves. So let's help the cursed monk. So we'll head back to camp real fast to check that out, but since we're also over here, this is another of the masks. Right here. My dude's encumbered, apparently. That makes sense.
Another one.
Another mask. All right, so we have these masks here. This is a save right before we did the battle. Let's see here. Where there they are. So one of the masks talks about it has a single notch indicating the rank of a foot soldier, and then the other mask has a slightly different description, saying it has buckled the mask above the wide searching eyes. And here we have a third one that says an innocent smile and wide searching eyes, also, but with a childlike serenity. Let me think here, what else is there? Oh yeah, we're gonna head back to base and check out that chest. So by trying to head to camp, the game will give you your first warning.
A faint voice echoes in your mind.
I sense you, true soul. Come to me. Come to Nere. The poison spreads.
Did you hear that? The poor evil cultist needs our help.
Nere's voice fades, but your head still tingles with his anger and fear.
He's a loser, because that poison doesn't even do damage.
Wait. True souls are infected like us. Why do they think they're talking to a god?
Still have some encumbrance. Let's just chuck a bunch of stuff in. Alright. Where is my... there's the chest. So even though this is really another part of the Underdark, if you have Susar Bloom and you take them out of your Traveler's chest in this area, it will wither away. Don't expect it to work the same. Where's my adamantine chest? There it is. I assume it's not... No, it's not my resting... I don't know where this rested key goes to that we found earlier. We'll need to pick this. I guess we can try now.
Don't give me trouble.
I mean,
now.
Tran isn't the best candidate for it.
Small hurdle.
Okay, Tran could have done it with a critical success. Yeah, I could have done that. So inside we find a Sentient Amulet, 125 pieces of gold, and a Scroll of Ice Storm.
Thou hast come!
The amulet is heavy, but holds a subtle warmth, like it was left under the sun. Suddenly, the metal surges with heat. You feel great power and an overwhelming urge to laugh.
Can thou endure?
If Shadowheart is in your party, she says, don't mess with the amulet, just leave behind. She's so eager to just leave stuff behind. Look, she may have taken a vow of poverty, but I have not. What is happening? What are you doing to me?
The urge to laugh intensifies. Talking jewelry, that's hilarious.
Endure!
Call on the power of my pact and resist the urge.
Your power spikes, banishing the urge to laugh in an instant.
Thou hast done well. For what is a laugh, if not one step toward madness? Thou art the one! Return me, take me home, and thou shalt glow with blessings.
Return you where? To whom?
To thy granddaughter, Shira Clarwen. Serves Ilmata, she doth.
She waits in Worm's Crossing. Take me there, and thou shalt bathe in her golden gifts. Oh, thou shalt be blessed indeed.
Are you a ghost? What happened to you?
A ghost? I am sunlight on water, dew on grass. Sharons broke my body, but my spirit they could not. Well, not completely.
Well, that was an awkward pause for nothing.
Thou shalt return me home. It is written.
That thing's tainted. Better to leave it than bear a dead man's grudges.
Shadowheart, you're not even in my party right now. Alright, I will take you to your granddaughter at Worm's Crossing.
I shall walk with thee. I shall grant you my power.
Focus on the entity. What are its intentions?
Beneath the rampant joy, you sense the monk's fear and sincerity. He doesn't wish to harm you, but that doesn't mean he won't.
Examine the amulet.
Etched on its face is an image of the dawning sun.
Consider the inscribed image. What could it mean?
You recognize the symbol. It belongs to those sworn to Lathander, god of dawn and renewal. Whatever madness this spirit suffers was inflicted by Lathander's enemies, followers of Shah. And this madness may flow into you.
Stow the amulet.
You feel a chuckle coming on, but it soon fades.
Alright, let's take a look at what the amulet actually does. It lets me cast the level 2 Shatter, lets me talk to the dude, and gives me key restoration, which would be useful if I was a monk. Oh, and I did mention that this is a save before we did the boss battle. He drops a heavy armored helm, and I can't equip it. I'm going to tell you right now that the biggest reason I went Paladin was not for the Smite Evil. The biggest reason I went Paladin was because I thought I could wear all the cool armor that the game would inevitably give me for heavy armor. But the Paladin by default does not know how to equip heavy armor. So I may reclass the Fighter or something, I don't know yet. But, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Paladin Warlock, since they're both charisma based. I do know for sure I want to be charisma based so that my character can do all the talking for the team. So that kind of rules out most of the classes. But I'll have to think about what we're going to do. Maybe I'll just carry on like this. Who knows? All right, but I'll think about it. So that'll be something I consider as we move on through. And of course, I'd be glad to hear your suggestions in the comments. Thank you very much for watching Tran Wins Baldur's Gate 3. I'll see you next time.